In the deepest of the Sonoran Desert, just to the northwest of Mexico, where the scorching heat of the summer days is transformed into the most intense and dry cold with the arrival of the dark nights that the winter is always bringing with it. An interesting and unique contrast that results in the creation of microclimates in a very particular ecosystem that has deserved to be studied for many years. For decades, in which it has been discovered that precisely this desert, our desert, presents the geography with all the special conditions to be the land to plant, harvest, and cultivate the best asparagus of the world. Caborca, beautiful land that in other times was the main and ideal region for the cultivation of grapes and cotton, and a prosperous and constant territory for the agricultural industry with quality vision to export, is now celebrating 3 decades of success and growth with the cultivation of the asparagus, believing firmly that to succeed we must have a mentality of development, consolidation, and always search for continuous improvement. The daily improvement without forgetting that the implementation of the most modern processes and the highest technological techniques can only result in a leader product that we can offer not only to the national market, but we can also offer to the global level market. Talking about the best asparagus of the world leads us to think about the man of vision, to think about the pioneer, a tireless entrepreneur. I am referring to Mr. Ezequiel Viveros, who not only managed the growth of crops, but also, with the passage of time, has instituted an entire agricultural basis culture with the highest standards of quality and even more. He is the one who has achieved that today. Horticola of the Desert is a fortress of their several branches that meet large missions in our community. They are always committed to produce the best vegetables, offer the best quality, provide security to those who process and also to those who consume the product. In all this, always in harmony with our environment and society. In order to achieve the projected economical profitability, the meticulous care of the great resources available throughout the year, prepare a harvesting and packaging season that oscillates between the end of the month of December and mid-April of each year, which results in a creation of thousands of jobs at all levels and a large economical gain in our region of Caborca, Sonora. And the best of all, the supply of tons of asparagus of the best quality for the delight of the consumers. At Horticola of the Desert, we have a mission. We want to be the best place to work in our business. And for this reason, we work with the loyalty and trust, taking care of our relations between our groups of interest. And this is why we have achieved to be the leading company that has been globally recognized until today. Our company is characterized by using only skilled labor in addition to the use of production and administration processes certified by the Mexican government. It is also worth mentioning that each and every one of our workers must be fully engaged with certain essential values such as honesty, which will make them behave and express their ideas coherently and with sincerity in according with the values of trust and justice. Another extremely important value of Horticola of the Desert is the responsibility to always contribute to the fulfillment of the objectives of the company regardless of the field and only looking for the development of society. Just as important is the value of education, since our workers must commit themselves to promote it and support it, providing the necessary tools to comply with this right. We must not forget the value of respect, because it is essential to recognize, accept, and appreciate the various ways of thinking and always obey the laws and rules that govern us, without exception. And the last and very important, the value of teamwork, because working together and in harmony, having the willingness to do things and being tolerant is how we achieve the objectives of a company. and also how success is known. Horticola of the Desert offers a product with a predominant feature: safety. Since all the processes handled are required quality control certified, cleaning, ecology, and care of the environment also certified, which are assessed and accredited by the Global GAP, Mexico Supreme Quality, National Health Service, Agricultural Enterprise Free of Child Labor, CPAT, Socially Responsible Company. As we all know, the asparagus is a fruit, and one with the most exquisite taste and also very healthy. It is a part of the culinary recipes of the finest cuisine of the world, flattering the palates of the inhabitants of the countries of the first world. And for this reason, Horticola of the Desert has worked to comply with the requirements and provide the needs of the markets of the countries such as Japan, the United States of America, and most of the European countries. Therefore, it has converted the presentation of the asparagus, its weight, its extent, and even its thickness according to the taste of each one of the consuming countries. Our region is well known to be one of the main producers of gold in the world. However, the importance of our community is not only due to the gold discoveries which are made in these lands, since we could say that the asparagus has become the main source of wealth and employment for the local inhabitants, because year by year, it is required to hire thousands of people for the harvest, the industrialization, and the sale of the product, and it is essential to have specialized and qualified labor for the different tasks that culminate once the product is in the hands of the customers in the best conditions of freshness, texture, flavor, size, and hygiene. That are areas in which Horticola of the Desert works to achieve the best quality products in the world market and continue being a leader in continuous improvement and always looking to please the consumers. Only 200 kilometers from the border trade of Nogales, just in the border area of Mexico, the United States, is located Caborquense, Sonora, and the company that was proudly created by Mr. Ezequiel Viveros, and that he called Horticola of the Desert, which due to the proximity with the neighboring country of the north has achieved to market its production in an agile, feasible, and optional way. So as I mentioned before, the geography of this Caborquense soil has gifted everything to this green treasure called asparagus. We must not forget that this soil has seen how the best olive trees grow, the best grapes, and the best cotton throughout the history, and since so many years ago, also the best asparagus. That according to the experts, its body and its taste could be described as incomparable, unique, and unbeatable. And it couldn't be any other way because our Caborca farmers possess more than 3 decades of experience and work back with quality, professionalism, and competitiveness. Therefore, nowadays, Horticola of the Desert is a company with a business and production horizon of great development and growth that has increased its production area and investment projects to face the 21st century that brings 2 important challenges with it: the global market and the high competition. Since our goal is to stay at the top and increase the number of consumers of asparagus in the United States, and we have no doubt that we will succeed because we have great advantages such as specialization of process, financial resources, availability, technological and human materials, and besides, we have the mind and the spirit set in the achievement of a greater production. And to enhance our product even more, Horticola of the Desert has everything to offer you the rich stem of the asparagus of the Sonoran Desert. And remember that there is only one option for the products with so many virtues and the best taste, and that is keep delighting the palates of the world.